Hello, in this video, you'll learn how to edit a photo in Photoshop from the start to the very end. And in case you want to download the raw image to follow along with this tutorial, simply check the link in the video description to download the raw image to follow along with this tutorial. So we're basically going to be learning how to edit and color grade a photo in Photoshop from the start to the very end. So right now, after importing the raw image in Photoshop, it is going to automatically be opened up in the camera raw filter. And for this, you're going to correct the highlights and the whites of the image like this, and open up the shadows of this image and add some contrast to the image. And you're going to take the blacks down, and this is going to make the image look better than where we started. Then I'll come to the temperature slider and slightly warm up the image a little bit to around 5200 kelvins. Then I'll scroll down to the color mixer. Color mixer basically deals with hue, saturation, and luminance. Hue is changing the color, saturation is the intensity of the color, and luminance is the brightness or the darkness of a given color. So for this case, we are just going to play around with the luminance of the blues and darken the blues to make the blues pop a little bit more. Then you're going to come to the hues and change the blues towards the aqua side like this to make the grains a little bit have this kind of teal look. And after doing this, we are going to scroll down or come to the saturation and slightly intensify on the saturation of the blues. Then you're going to scroll down to the calibration panel and come to blue primary. In order to make the image pop, you're just going to take the saturation slider up just like this, and this is going to make the image pop, especially in the blues and oranges, but sometimes it's going to make the oranges oversaturated. Then we're going to come back to the color mixer and take down the saturation of the oranges so the skin tones can look a little bit natural and realistic. So you can say before, after, before, after. So after you have done this, we are simply going to come and click on open to open the photo in Photoshop for us to do the next adjustments like skin retouching and other color grading steps. So in Photoshop, we are going to first of all crop the image, get the crop tool and crop the image in a ratio of 45 or 8 by 10. So just crop in the image like this. I feel like right there is okay. I'll just crop this in slightly and hit enter or return to crop the image. So once we're done cropping the image, we're just going to head into the skin retouching of this very image. So just come the background layer and duplicate it by pressing Ctrl J, or you can use Command J on the keyboard. Rename this to color. Sorry about the spelling. Name this to color and rename this upper layer to texture. So you double click on the name to rename a layer, and after renaming the layer, come the color layer and turn off the texture layer. Then you're going to come to filter, blur, come to Gaussian blur and click on a skin area that you feel has more skin details. So click on that area and blur away the skin texture. So you have to move this and stop at the point whereby you are just starting to lose out on the skin textures or the details within the skin of the model or the subject in this case. So at about 5, that is when I'm just starting to lose out on the details in the skin. I'll click OK, select the texture layer, turn it on, come to image and come to apply image. Remember, we are editing a 16-bit image. Source is the name of the photo that we're trying to edit. Layer, select color layer, channel RGB, blending has to be set to add, the scale is 2, offset 0, and simply turn on the invert option and you'll see the textures on this square layer. Click OK, then come to the blend mode and change it from normal, change it all the way down to linear light, select both layers and press Ctrl G, or you can use Command G on the keyboard to group these layers. And after grouping these layers, open up the group and select the color layer. So right now we have selected the color layer. Come to the texture layer and turn it off, because for this step we just want to simply blend the transitions between the skin tones and smoothen the skin. So for this step we just want to deal with the skin color or the colors in the image. So come to the brushes, get the Mr. Brush tool, and for the settings, make sure the hardness is set to 0. Soft round brush is selected, then clean brush is selected, and the second option, that is clean brush after each stroke, is selected. The weight is 9%, load 75, mix 90, flat 100%. Make sure sample all layers is not turned on or is not checked. So for this step, we just want to brush on the skin. So how do we brush? We reduce on the size of the brush and make sure we don't zoom all the way in, and simply click and hold down and you blend a given color within the skin tone, just like that. And after blending the color, click once again on a new color to blend it. And where these colors are transitioning from one color to another, you can use a very small brush and you blend those colors so they can have a nice and seamless transition amongst them. So I'll blend like this, reduce on the size and blend these colors. You have to follow the direction of how the body or the face of the subject is moving. So you can say nose is moving in this direction. That is how I have to move my mixer brush tool. So you can see by just doing this, we are getting a smooth skin for the model or for the subject. So I'll do this quickly. So when it comes to the neck area, I'll simply blend like that. So you have to keep on playing around with different sizes of the mixer brush tool. Blend like that. Reduce on the size and also blend in these areas like this. So you can see it is very nice and easy when you don't zoom all that in, because for this step you can see all the uneven skin tone transitions and you blend them to get uniform skin colors or skin tones for your given image. So I'll blend all these particular areas like this. So after doing this, we are just going to head into the color grading process. So let's blend first of all, remove the blemishes, then we head to the color grading process to make the image even look better. So I'll just blend all these particular areas, increase on the size of the brush and blend on these areas like that. So after I have blended on majority of the skin areas, just come and turn on the texture layer and you can see this is the image before, after, before, after. We have managed to blend the transitions between the skin of the model or the skin of the subject. And by the way, you can as well blend with the texture layer turned on, but make sure sample all layers is not checked or highlighted. So you can say before and after. So it is time to remove the blemishes. Select the texture layer, get the clone stamp tool and make sure the hardness is set to 0. Mode is normal, opacity and the flat 100%. Sample is set current layer because we want to remove blemishes that are part of the currently selected layer. Then zoom in by using Command plus on the keyboard, or you can use Control plus on the keyboard. So to remove this blemish, we are simply going to reduce on the size of the clone stamp tool by using the square bracket keys on the keyboard and hold down the Option key on the keyboard, alternate for Windows, Option, and click on a clean skin and release the Option button and click once again over the pimple to cover it. So I hope you have understood that step. So in case you have not understood, you can simply rewind a few seconds and you can learn and understand how I managed to do that. So you're just going to clear up majority of the unwanted skin textures in this very image before we can proceed to work on the skin color or skin tones to get a nice and even skin tone for our subject in this case. So I'll quickly remove all these tiny imperfections on the skin, and you can see right now we have removed majority of the skin imperfections and the skin is now looking nice and smooth. You can see before, after, before, after. So after I have done this, we're just going to come and close the group and create a stamp visible layer by pressing Shift Option Command E. Shift Option Command E, Shift Option Command E to create a stamp visible layer for Mac. Shift Alternate Control E for Windows. Then come to Select, come to Subject. In order to select the subject in this case, once the subject layer has been selected, we are simply going to come to the new empty layer and create an empty layer. Change the blend mode from normal to color. Then we are going to come to the brushes, get the brush tool, and make sure for the settings, soft round brush is selected. The mode is normal, opacity in the flat 100%, and we just want to sample a color on the model skin that we want the rest of her skin to look like. So I'm just going to sample a color that I feel like the rest of her skin should resemble or look like. So Option, I'll sample from this area. Yeah, this area is nice and suitable. Option, because the face looks a little bit greenish and yellowish, so I'll sample and start painting like this. And you can see by just doing this, the face is now getting to have a better color and trying to remove all that greenish tint on the face area. So I'll do this for the rest of the skin to make it look a little bit nice, even, and a little bit uniform. So I'm just going to quickly paint on her skin. I hope you can see what we are having. So to sample skin, basically I pressed option and clicked on an area on the skin that I felt like the rest of the skin should look like, so that I can create an even color or even skin tone color. So you can now even zoom in case you feel like painting on a tiny or small area. So I'll ensure that I've painted on each single area that has uneven or inconsistency regarding the skin color, like that. So take your time and play around with different sizes of the brush tool. So ensure that you have painted on each single area that has or contains skin tones in the photo or in the image that you're trying to work on. So I'll quickly paint. So now that I'm done painting on majority of the areas that have uneven skin tone transitions, it is going to be time to perfect the skin color or skin tone. So sometimes the skin color that you have sampled may not look nice and accurate and natural. So just come, first of all, the opacity and reduce on the opacity to your liking. So about 74 is okay. Then press Ctrl D, or you can use Command D on the keyboard to deselect the active selection. Then you're going to come to the hue and saturation adjustment layer. So in case the skin is looking too greenish for your liking, come to master, select the reds, because reds deal more with skin tone, and you can play around with the red slider to your taste or to your liking. So in case it is greenish, move this towards the left hand side to make it reddish, and in case it is reddish, move it to the right hand side to make it, or to add more greens to eliminate the reds. So for this, I'll just come to the lightness of the reds and take down the lightness of the reds, just like that. Then I'll simply come and add a little bit of greens to a skin tone. I feel like one is okay. This is the before after. So I'll simply come and create a black and white adjustment layer, and come blend mode and select multiply, come to the opacity and reduce on the opacity in order to add more contrast to the overall image, just like this. Then I'll simply come and create a levels adjustment layer, and come hold down the option key on the keyboard and click on the black point and move until when the blacks are starting to show in the image. And I'll do the same for the white point, just like this, and leave it like that. You can see before after, it has made the image even pop. So once we are done doing this, let's do a little bit of eye whitening, and just come to the hue and saturation adjustment layer. Make sure master is selected, come to the saturation and take down the saturation slider up to around negative 78 or 79. Then press Command I, or you can use Control I on the keyboard to invert the effect. You can now zoom in by using Command plus on the keyboard. And after zooming in, get the brush tool and make sure the mode is normal opacity and the flat 100%. Ensure that you have black and white on these two color swatches. Then reduce on the size of the brush by using the square bracket keys on the keyboard. So I'm just going to quickly paint on the eyes like that to whiten them. But we are using white as the top color or foreground color. Command minus to zoom out. So right now, this is what we have been able to achieve regarding skin retouching and some color grading. So you can even play around with the blacks and a selective color. Come to the blacks and come to the cyan and play around with the cyans just like this to give the image a more better look. So this is what we have so far right now. So in case you want to make the image even better, just come and create a curves adjustment layer. Then come to this pointer, move it towards the left hand side to brighten up the highlights in the skin. Then simply right click on this layer, come to blending options to open up the blending options, and come to layer style. Make sure blend if you set to gray. Come to underlying layer and move this from affecting the shadows or the dark areas of the image, and stop at the point whereby only the brightest areas in the model's skin tone are being affected by this effect. Then simply hold down the option key on the keyboard and option for Mac, alternate for Windows, and split this towards the right hand side until when the effect blends into the model skin. So I'm just going to move this in a little bit. I feel like that is okay. Click OK. Press Command I on the keyboard to invert the effect. Get the brush tool, white as the foreground color. You're just going to come and simply increase on the size of the brush and paint on only what we feel should have this kind of skin glow or skin shine on the model skin, just like this. And this is going to make the image even better than where we started. So you can see, you can even make the watch even stand out before after, but this is too much. Ensure to calm the opacity and reduce on the opacity so that the effect can look better and realistic. You can say before after. In case you feel like the skin is too yellow for your liking, create the last adjustment layer, which is hue and saturation. Come to the reds and you can come to the lightness and reduce on the lightness, just like that, to make the model skin look natural and realistic. You can say before after. So after this, let's save the image. So in order to save the image, simply come to File, Export, and come to Export As, and it's going to open up the Export As window right here in Photoshop. And make sure for the format, make sure it is set to JPEG, quality to the maximum, which is 7 for this case. The resample is set to bicubic sharper, and make sure under color space, convert to sRGB and embed color profile have been checked, and click on export in order to save the image in whatever location that you want. So this is how you can edit a photo in Photoshop from the very start to the very end. And in case you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to like the video and don't forget to subscribe if you have been watching and you are not a subscriber to this channel. Ronix from Ronix Photography. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in yet more videos on this channel. Don't forget to keep practicing and as well keep creating.